Netflix has released a bunch of amazing movies over the past decade or so. However, when I think of their best and most popular works, 365 Days is the first one that comes to mind. I know. The movie franchise is very controversial, and objectively, it is far from being a cinematic masterpiece. However, it cannot be denied that it is the best guilty pleasure movie series ever. So it is not surprising that a lot of people are demanding the fourth movie in the franchise to be released. The good news is, you may not have to wait so long for that to happen. But first, let's recap the 365 Days craze briefly. 365 Days is a Polish erotic romantic drama that caused a stir worldwide when it hit Netflix in June 2020. Based on the first novel in Blanka Lipinska's trilogy, the film tells a controversial love story centered around Massimo Torricelli, a dangerous Sicilian mafia boss, and Laura Biel, a successful Polish executive. After witnessing his father's murder, Massimo becomes obsessed with a vision of Laura and kidnaps her while she's on vacation in Sicily, giving her 365 days to fall in love with him. While the plot dives into a twisted relationship full of passion and conflict, it quickly became a massive hit, sparking heated debates. Which side were you on when the first movie was released? Were you a fan or a hater? Let me know in the comments. Many viewers were drawn to 365 Days for its escapist fantasy of forbidden love, dramatic plot twists, and undeniably steamy scenes. The lush, exotic settings and luxurious lifestyle of the characters only added to the film's appeal. But perhaps what really kept fans hooked was Michele Morroni's portrayal of the brooding Massimo. His magnetic screen presence turned him into a global sensation. Let's face it, Michele's performance was so captivating that it made fans overlook some of the film's more problematic elements. For some viewers, 365 Days became a guilty pleasure, offering entertainment with its so bad it's good vibe. The film's over-the-top plot and over-the-top romance struck a chord with a specific audience. However, it wasn't without its critics. The film was slammed for romanticizing problematic themes like kidnapping, Stockholm Syndrome, and abusive relationships. Additionally, the plot was often called weak, with shallow characters and clunky dialogue. Critics described the movie as a collection of sex scenes loosely tied together with a thin narrative. These issues also led to broader discussions about how media portrays toxic relationships and unhealthy power dynamics. Whether you loved or hated it, there's no denying that 365 Days made waves in pop culture. For those hoping for more of Laura and Massimo's saga, there's a bit of uncertainty. It's been nearly 2 years since the next 365 Days, which is the third installment in the series, dropped on Netflix in August 2022, and the movie series seems to have wrapped up. But fans are hopeful since the films took some significant departures from the books, meaning Netflix could easily continue the story in new directions if they choose. Plus, the third film's ending leaves room for more. The final scene of the next 365 Days gives fans a hint of what could come next. After Nacho, Laura's love interest, promises to wait for her, Laura meets Massimo on the beach. Massimo opens up about his heartbreak over Laura not confiding in him about the loss of their baby, showing a softer side. He asks Laura, "Are you back, baby girl?" But the film cuts off before she can respond, leaving her choice between Nacho and Massimo up in the air. If there's a fourth movie, it will likely start with Laura's decision, setting the stage for more drama. A potential follow-up could also explore Olga and Domenico's wedding, a plotline that wasn't fully fleshed out in the third film. Can we expect a possible fourth installment? Given the 2-year gap between the first and second movies, a 2025 release seems like the most realistic timeline. And if it does happen, we'll likely see the main cast return. Anna Maria Cicluca and Michele Morroni would certainly reprise their roles as Laura and Massimo, and Simone Susina would likely return as well, considering his significant role in Laura's love life. Fans would also expect Magdalena Lamparska back as Laura's best friend Olga, along with Otar Saralitse as Domenico. Overall, 365 Days has been a polarizing series, but its impact is undeniable. Whether we get a fourth film or not, the franchise has left its mark, with fans either loving or loathing the wild, controversial story. Do you want to get the fourth movie in the franchise? Let me know in the comments below. For more content on 365 Days franchise and other Netflix movies, Make sure to stay tuned.